Hey friends, welcome back to Live at the Roxy on this Monday, November 15th, where we are getting in, getting out, getting on with life. Listen, I've got to go see Ghostbusters. So I'm here for a quick tight 20. We're here for a tight 20. And we're talking all things Spider-Man. Why are we talking all things Spider-Man today when we're clearly going to be talking all things Spider-Man tomorrow? Well, because today is the day that my spidey senses are tingling. Today is the day that my entire Twitter timeline is trending Spider-Man No Way Home, Spider-Man trailer, Spider-Man No Way Home trailer, Spidey trailer, Spider-Man, just so much Spidey stuff going on. There's so much Spidey stuff going on right now that I cannot even believe it. So we got to talk. I really can't believe it. Can you guys believe the Spider-Man character? So I started thinking and I was like, okay, I think one of the reasons why there's so much hype around this trailer, because for 2 days, people have been like, the Spider-Man trailer's dropped. The Spider-Man trailer is going to drop. And we know the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer is going to drop tomorrow. There's so much hype around this trailer because of the leaks that have taken place recently. And whether or not that means that there is going to be certain things included in this next trailer and what's going to be included. So today, I want to talk a little bit about Spider-Man. I want to talk about what it is that we might see in Spider-Man in this trailer, what we might see in Spider-Man No Way Home in general, and also talk about Spider-Man because Spider-Man's on my mind. And so we're going to have the age-old debate of what's the best Spider-Man movie / who's the best Spider-Man / what's your guilty pleasure Spider-Man movie / all things Spidey. So it's a Spidey show today. Why am I not in my Spider-Man shirt? And by my Spider-Man shirt, I mean one of my 5 Spider-Man shirts because I did not fucking plan this well. And that's the answer to the question we were all asking. Thank you to everybody who's joining today live. Appreciate you guys all for being here on this Monday. It's just another Spidey Monday. Wish it was Tuesday, because that's the trailer day. And then we wouldn't have to predict. It's just another Spidey Monday. Release it. Drop the album. Send the album out. All right, so let's talk about it. Let's talk Spider-Man. There is going to be a trailer that drops tomorrow for Spider-Man No Way Home. Now, if you're like me, then you really liked Homecoming. You really liked Far From Home, and you're probably going to like this next Spidey movie. I like Tom Holland as Spider-Man. To be honest, there's never been an actor that played Spider-Man that I didn't like, and there's never been a Spider-Man movie that I didn't like. Yes, you heard me say that right, but just for you guys in the back, there has never been a Spider-Man movie that I didn't like. I see you, Amazing Spider-Man 2. I see you. I love Spider-Man movies. Do I remember every single second of every single movie? Because you guys know I have movie amnesia. Maybe not. But there's something about the character of Spider-Man where we can put him in all different situations. We can put Peter Parker in different situations. We can put Spidey in different situations. We can have Peter Parker and Miles Morales in different situations. And I'm going to like it at least a little bit because I love the character. I love Spidey. And so when it comes to Spider-Man movies, even though sometimes there can be major plot holes or they can fully load them with too many characters or they can be the best rom-com of all time until you kill off your lead chica. I don't know. There's something about Spider-Man movies that are magical to me, that Spider-Man is a magical character. He's so young. He's so fun. He's so full of life. And his powers are really different than a lot of our other people. It's not like he's the fastest man on the planet, the strongest person, but I just really enjoy how his powers transition to the screen. You know, sometimes powers in comic books that we read growing up or that you still read now or that you just started reading, whatever, sometimes the transition from those to the screen is not that cool, right? Like it's a lot of imagination. Like when somebody's the strongest person alive and you watch them, it's a lot of like, and then like CG, a house lifts up and shit. For Spider-Man, I think it looks really cool to see the web slinging, to see him flying between buildings with the webs, see what else he can do with his webs and how he can save people going down or create the web. Like it's a lot of a really cool visuals. And so I think he works very well as a live action or animated character from what we saw from Into the Spider-Verse, which may or may not be the best Spider-Man movie of all time. You guys tell me. And so because of all of this, I just really think that Spider-Man has a magic to him where they can't really fuck up a Spider-Man movie too bad, because even the worst Spider-Man movie still has Spider-Man in it. And I'm not even saying Spider-Man's my favorite comic book character, but it's Spider-Man. And so you want to watch it. So anyway, let me know what you guys think. What do you think is going to happen in this trailer? What is your favorite Spider-Man movie? Who is your favorite Spider-Man? Those are the 3 big questions of the day. Start answering them now because we are out of here in 15 minutes. Like I said, we're keeping to a toy 20. A toy 20. Let's go into the Streamlabs and see what is happening on today's show so far. Again, it is Monday, November 15th. Why is my hair wet right now? Because after I showered last night, trying to get all of the pen off of my face from our Movember episode, this morning I woke up, even post-shower, and still had pen on my face. So I had to really scrub it up dub, Roxy in the tub style. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you should watch The World Girls. We had a Movember episode where we raised money for Movember, which went very well, and my face is paying the price for it. What does that mean? Again, watch the episode. I'm not your keeper. All right, the first Streamlabs of the day coming through from the Zen one himself. Zen Glenn Caesar says, hello and a good day to you, Roxy. Sending well wishes and a thank you for hanging out today. How are you? I am okay. I had a really fucked up morning, and so I'm just powering through. That's what happens when I'm actually not going to say it. I'm not even going to go down. Today we're powering through. We're not talking about it. We're powering through. How are you? Peace, bunnies, hugs, and good stuff to you, your dad, Skyjet, Grammy, Popo. If your family be most excellent to yourselves and each other, Rockstars and Rockstars Band, Miles Cosgrove, Brett Hankinson, Jonathan McNally, rest of the cops who killed Breonna Taylor, all 3 of them for killing Breonna Taylor, not the bullets that missed. I hope that today's the day, justice for all the people who've lost their lives due to excessive force. I know that Black Lives Matter. Stand against Asian hate, stand against Islamophobia, stand against anti-Semitism. Way to go, Smets, and everyone who's still fighting to smash cancer. Bunnies to Avery Burke and Avery's mom. Rest in peace, Chris Burke. #3 super rock stars forever. Yes, absolutely to that. Glenn also says, may you breathe in more gold sparkles of love as you inhale and blow out. Stress and yagi energy whenever, wherever you need to in each of your days, your weeks, your months, and even your years. Remember, we're all still alive, so be you, a sparkling diamond. May you fill your never-ending goblet of Spider-Man. No, he didn't say that. Happiness and joy, and get to drink from it whenever, wherever you can. Hope you remember to say to yourself, I'm kind, I'm caring, I'm full, unique, I'm worthy. My story is important, deserves to be seen and heard. And Roxy and Rockstars and everyone who's battling, thank you for choosing to. Thanks for showing up and being a support for the people around you whenever, however you can. Doing all that, even when it's a tough challenge, makes you a winner. Winner chicken dinner. When you win, we all win. Can't help but the chicken dinner part. Thanks for that, Glenn. Leonard Kim in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer, says, happy Monday, Dimple Tits. Roxy, how are you? I'm powering through. If I had to take a guess, I'd say that most, if not all, of the leaks will be confirmed in the trailer. I 100% agree with you on Spider-Man movies. The hair looks beautiful. Thank you, Leonard Kim. I think that the leaks are going to be confirmed as well. So I know that some of you guys have managed to successfully avoid the leaks. I don't want to fuck anything up for anybody, but there were some pretty major leaks. We talked about it. John Campea released those pictures that confirmed some things that were going to be taking place in this new Spider-Man movie. And while that was a fucking hysterical situation within itself, I'm sorry, I still think that's the funniest thing in the world. You should pay $1 million. Y'all know how I feel about that. But all that happened. They can't avoid that happened. They can't ignore that happened. That wasn't a small leak. That wasn't a couple hundred, couple thousand. I think millions of people probably saw that leak. It was all over the fucking internet. Anyone who pays attention to Spider-Man, who would be potentially watching a trailer for Spider-Man, probably saw that leak. And so whether or not I think that they intended on showing what is seen in that leak in the trailer initially, now I think that they probably will, because I think that they want to get ahead of it. They want to take ownership of the narrative. They want this to be the way that people are seeing it. If they do not show the leaks in the trailer, then I think that they have done the research, looked at who saw it, and realized that they don't want to spoil it for other people and that not enough people saw it to make it into the trailer. They have plenty of tools to do that kind of research that I do not have. So that would be my guess on what's happening there. Let's see what is going on in the super chat right now. Ben Rayner says, "Hi, Roxy. My fave is Spider-Man Homecoming." Wow, that's your favorite Spider-Man movie ever. That's pretty incredible. Tom is my favorite Peter Parker and Spidey. Okay, Ben Rayner, I wonder if you mind me asking how old you are. It's interesting that Spider-Man Homecoming, Tom Holland, your favorite Peter Parker, and your favorite Spidey. That's wild. I wonder if you grew up with the Raimi films or where you're at. Just curious. Yes, I did see Curb. The episode was so fucking funny. I was crying. It was so inappropriate that I was like, I can't even believe this is on TV. Oh my God. Oh my God, with the robe. With the robe. I'll leave it at that. But holy shit. What an episode. What a fucking absurd. Larry has done it again. Insane episode of television. Nuts. Nuts. I watched Succession and Curb last night. I haven't seen Insecure yet, but I will. Wow. That was a crazy one. Going back into the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Let's see what it is you guys are talking about. Glenn Caesar says, okay, so it's probably a combo of Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man, Tom Holland as Peter Parker, but it's Into the Spider-Verse. That's my favorite Spider-Man movie. So Glenn, I actually find that a lot of people are like you, where they have one favorite Spidey, one favorite Peter Parker, and then a favorite movie that maybe doesn't even necessarily include either of those two. So I think a lot of people are in your camp. He also says that's probably cheating. I know, but I got to be honest. No, it's not cheating at all. That's the question. It's who's your favorite Spider-Man? Who's your favorite Peter Parker? What's your favorite Spidey movie? And those could be all different answers. And I think that that means that we're looking at this under a very specific lens. Besides, it's my list, rolling on the floor, laughing my ass off. You weren't cheating at all, Glenn. You were answering the question. You understood the assignment, sir. You understood the assignment. Who else understands the assignment? Let me know at home. Who's your favorite Peter Parker? Who is your favorite Spidey? What's your favorite Spider-Man movie? And what do you think we are going to see in this trailer? Ben Rayner says, I'm 34. Torn just best personally for me, but that's me. Okay. So 34, I'm usually finding that the people who like Tom Holland best and like his movies best are the Gen Z people, but you're a millennial like me. So that's interesting. Interesting. Dark Jedi Knight says, after the news that Patty Jenkins left making Rogue Squadron for Lucasfilms due to creative differences, I didn't even see that. Is that what happened? Did that happen today, Dark Jedi Knight? I know that we had heard that it was going to be delayed, but I did not see the creative difference things. Do you think Kathleen Kennedy should leave? Wow. I need somebody to confirm that for me. That would be wild. I'm the last person on the entire planet that's going to put Kathleen Kennedy's head on a stake. Enough people do that online, and I don't need to be one of them. I would have to hear exactly what Patty Jenkins said, and I can't believe I missed that. Wow, that's the most recent article, Roxy. Damn. Oh, Christian broke that story? Wild. I wonder how he got it. That is, oof. I'm sure he thinks Kathleen Kennedy should be removed, but I'm curious about the creative differences. Wow, that's nutso. Several outlets have broke the news. Oh, okay, so maybe who was the first to break the news, though? Oh, Zaddy said you saw Christian talking about it. Doesn't mean he broke the news, though. Got to get your guys' thoughts on that. That's interesting. Disney, man, they lose a lot of great creators because of creative differences. I don't think we hear that happening at Warner Brothers that often, but Disney can afford to do that because they have direction and know what they want to do. But that doesn't always mean that it ends up doing well creatively, although financially they're kind of untouchable. Let's go back into the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Not here for much longer, so get in those questions, comments, concerns. I want to hear from you guys all about Spidey and now about Rogue Squadron. Glenn Caesar said, may you each get to smile and laugh out loud like a child at least once a day, today and every single day for the rest of your lives, so that you glow in your flow. Be you always and in all ways. There's no one better at being you than you. #anomaly. That's a BFFS shout out right there to Sir Joker. Love that anomaly. Be an anomaly. How are you guys feeling? Talk to me, boy. No disrespect. I don't mean no harm. Talk to me about Spidey. Talk to me about Rogue Squadron. Rogue Squadron. Talk to me about what you think is going to happen tomorrow with this trailer dropping. It's wild that in our nerd community, which I include me in the nerd community, any of you guys watching the show are probably in the nerd community, we're all like, did you know that Spider-Man trailer is going to be dropping tomorrow? And then it's very likely that it includes the leaks that were made by John Campea, that show, insert what they show here. And like, then all of a sudden, trailers are on like fucking football. You know, they'll be like on like Monday Night Football will premiere trailer. And it's like, nerd shit's for everybody now. It's a Spider-Man trailer. And like, we're all like, well, did you know? And they're all just probably sitting there eating their popcorn, like watching the trailer, like, that movie looks cool. That's cool. I remember Spider-Man. I like Spider-Man. I think that it's challenging for me to pick a favorite Spidey because I do love the Amazing Spider-Man movies so much. I love Andrew Garfield. I love Tobey Maguire. And I love Tom Holland. I also loved Into the Spider-Verse. It was an incredible fucking movie. So I really like every single one of them. And like I said, I like all of the movies. Probably Spider-Man 2 is the most loved of the Spider-Man movies. You guys correct me if you think I'm wrong. And I don't think that's wrong. Not correct me if you think I'm correct me if you think I'm wrong that that's the most loved. But if it is the most loved, I see why. It's so fucking good. Spider-Man 2 is just it's so solid. It's an awesome movie. What is your guys' favorite? What is your favorite? Andrew Thomas says, I like Homecoming because it has Iron Man. It's a pretty good reason to like a movie. Pretty good. Let's go back into the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. See what it is you guys are talking about. And here, Ace Money says, hey, Rox, I'm an elder millennial, 38, and Tom Holland is my fave Spidey and Peter. Oh, cool. Wow. So the elder millennial, the millennials in general, are really liking Tom Holland. Spider-Verse is probably the best film, though. It's hard to argue that Spider-Verse is not the best film. It's just so incredibly made. Kathleen Kennedy needs to stick to deals and logistics and stay out of creative, in my opinion. You're not alone in that opinion. I think a lot of people feel that way. Leonard Kim in the Streamlab says, side note, Brady's docuseries Man in the Arena is dropping tomorrow. Wow, that's a big deal too. I think my favorite Peter Parker is Tom Holland, and my favorite Spidey is Andrew Garfield. I haven't revisited the Raimi movies in so long, which might be the reason for this thinking. Yeah, maybe it is a recency bias that everybody loves Tom Holland because I feel like when it was Tobey, I couldn't picture anybody loving anybody more than Tobey. And then when it was Andrew, it was like, I don't think anybody could love anybody. But actually, Andrew got a lot of shit. I thought it was so good, though. I thought he was so good. I think he's such a... people thought that like he was too suave for Peter Parker or whatever it was. I thought he was such an endearing Peter Parker. I really think his Peter Parker is phenomenal. But Tom Holland is the full package. He really does have it going on. And yeah, it's hard to deny that. Dark Jedi Knight says, Kathleen Kennedy has fired more directors than hired by 3-1. That's a tough stat. She didn't think to plan out the sequel trilogy. She's one of the GOAT producers, but she sucks at Star Wars. I wonder why the announcement came out the way that it did. First, what happens is we hear that the movie's getting pushed. Now, was that a leak on Patty Jenkins' team's side to try to, try to twist their arms a little bit to say, like, listen, we're ready to walk away and you guys don't want that press to Disney? Or did Disney do that as a possible leak? Like, why did we first hear that it was going to get pushed and then we hear that it's canceled due to creative differences? I'm curious the logic and thought process behind that. Yeah. Ryan Payne says, the full blame can't be entirely on Kathleen. She's basically a medium to studios and directors. I definitely agree with that. It's like everybody thinks that they know how the studio system works, so she is an easy face to blame when I don't necessarily believe that all the blame should be pinned on her. What do you guys think about Spidey, though? That's a lot more fun. Oh, we're getting out of here in the next couple of minutes, so send in any last-minute question, comments, concerns. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Send in that support before we leave. Let me know how you're feeling about Spidey. What do you think is going to happen tomorrow? Are we going to see those leaks dropped? I feel like yes, and the internet's going to explode. Carolina says Tobey for Spidey, Tom for Peter, and Spider-Man 2 are my favorites. I'm 30. I Think that that's a really, really solid group that you just picked. Really solid group. Andrew Thomas in the super chat says, "Hey, Sexy Roxy, my favorite Spider-Man is Tobey Maguire. Spider-Man 2 is my favorite live action movie." Yeah, I think Spider-Man 2 is probably most people's favorite Spider-Man movie, or at least the live action Spider-Man movies. Interesting. Dark Jedi Knight says, "I hope No Way Home teases Miles Morales." That would be very cool. We will have to see. Any last minute Streamlabs, get them in now, get them in loud, get them in proud as we are getting the book out of here ASAP. To keep you guys posted, I will be live for Skybound on SEN tomorrow. Then live at the Roxy every day, except for Friday when I'm traveling. And Wednesday, I'll be doing World Girls. It's going to be a whirlwind of a week. A week wind. It's going to be a week wind. Glenn Caesar says, "I hope you each continue breathing in golden sparkles. Bring in love and blow out stress and yucky energy with each inhale and exhale to break apart and remove all types of energetic blockages. So retain balance, be brave, be you, be awesome, because you are." Glenn, that's very sweet. Appreciate you. Glenn also says, "Being unselfishly loving and supportive of others, including strangers, whether it's on the internet or not, as well as being kind, caring, and fully unique, makes you humane, worthy, and a cozy fire to be near. You're remarkable, priceless treasure, and an inspiration." Thank you, Glenn, for that. I appreciate you. In the Streamlabs, Leonard Kim says, "The way things are trending, I think No Way Home could end up being a lot of people's favorite Spidey movie." That would be wild. Or it could be a mess. I think it's going to be really good, but it could be messy. It's already up there for me because Doctor Strange, I don't like him. And the introduction of multiverse, that's pretty cool. Scott Welsh in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Strider says, "Hi, Rox. Just wanted to send support." Thanks, Scott. And another millennial, 31 to the list. Add another millennial, 31 to the list, that prefers Tom Holland as Peter and Spidey. Wow. Maybe I was wrong about my assumption. My favorite movie is Homecoming as well. Okay. So it seems like a lot of millennials loving Tom, loving him as Peter and as Spidey, and loving Homecoming. So this is a lot of people's Spidey movies. Damn. I don't think you guys are wrong. He does a really great job. He's really lovable. Really lovable. So that. All right. Much love to all of you guys. Thank you for being here for this abridged show today. Stay safe. Stay sane. Thanks for the love and support. Put down the toilet seat and lid. We don't want those flumes. Make your bed. Don't tremble with the Holocaust. Brett, Miles, Jonathan, and rest of the cops who killed Breonna and Taylor. All three of them for killing Breonna and Taylor. I can't wait for that Spidey trailer tomorrow. And I'll see you guys tomorrow live at the Roxy. Later.